that actual air is like, it pisses me off because, okay, so we were filming for John's movie, and that from the front angle, you can see how gnarly the wave actually is. And the filmer that day forgot his smaller lens. So he had to shoot this fucking angle way down the beach that was like, doesn't show how, like the front angle of that wave, you can see how gnarly it actually is.
This thing looks like a sick barrel.
Oh yeah. There's photos of it. This is the funniest wave. It was like, I feel like if that was on footage from the front angle, my career would have like been way nutser.
Really?
Yeah. It was like that to me was like one of the craziest airs I've ever done by far. And it is so crazy. There were other filmers that day filming, like Kalohe and a few other guys, and they didn't film it. And there was a photographer who shot it, and there's photos, but like half the photos in the sequence were like missing, like were like messed up or out of focus or something. Yeah. The photo sequence, but like half the photos are missing. But it was like such a big gnarly section, and I just couldn't believe that I pulled it. Like,
what? Yeah. So walk us through it. Like, what was going on in your mind as you're like looking at this section? I mean, this thing looks just like, I mean, it's dry, like you said, and then that lip is just thrown at you like crazy. Like, were you scared at all? Were you just like, I'm going for it? Like, you're just like, screw it. It doesn't matter. I want to land this thing. It doesn't matter. Like, if I break my legs, like, what was going on through your head when you're going into this thing?
We're filming for John's first big movie. It's in Western Australia. Most people only surfed it when it was glassy, like in the early mornings, and it's like a pretty nice, fun wave. But we rolled up to it one day, and it was like, like this, and side shore, and looked like trash, and the section looked like it was on complete dry reef, and we're like, kind of looks like good for airs, but it's kind of dry, and ended up surfing it. We're like, whoa, this is a crazy wave for airs. So we ended up surfing it a lot that trip, and I'm pretty sure like before this wave, John and Albie both caught waves and did like sick airs, and they were on the inside. And like a lot of times after the section here, you're like, you have to like kind of starfish on the reef, and like, you can't really like duck dive. You just kind of let white water like roll you, and then you like skirt out the little channel. Oh God, it's really shallow. But they were on the inside, and I caught this wave, and I just remember looking at the lip, and it was just so insane, cupped out, and I just like hit it, and it just like happened. And then I just stomped, and I remember just like hitting, just like landing, and just being like completely glued to my board, and went, I can't believe I just pulled this. And just like the white water exploded, and I just started shooting out of the white water, and then John and Albie were like screaming, and it was like a crazy moment. But I wish that was on film from the front angle, because I swear my career would have been like way better.
Oh my God, dude. I mean, so when you're going up into this thing, at this point, it was probably just like all instinct.
It was all, yeah, that one was like full, like the wave just like did it for me. It was just like a kind of a Hail Mary, like, oh, I was going fast, and the wave was so cupped out and crazy that all I had to do was ride off of it. And it just did everything on its own. Like, and I just got lucky that I was like squared up on my board.
God. Yeah, I remember, I mean, it wasn't in air, but I remember I saw this clip of John doing a carve into like a similar section, but it looked like he was like upside down as he was doing the carve. Mm-hmm. It was the wildest thing, except here you're like upside down as you just like boost for this like crazy air.
It's almost like a front flip type deal. I think I just kind of like looked down, and then with the wind blowing that way, it keeps it on your feet, and you just kind of did like a roll.
So there's no way you could have even practiced for this thing either, right? It's just like the right section came at you. And it
just like Hail Mary, just like, I'm just going to hit it. And then it just like worked out.
Wow. Man, was that the best feeling in the world, just landing that air right there, or what?
Yeah, I was tripping when I pulled that. And I didn't realize how heavy the wave was until I saw the photos from the front angle. And I went, well, that was like the nutsest thing I ever did.
Hey everyone, if you like this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button down there and check out our other videos because we got tons of great content to help you improve.